And today we've got another electric bike review. Hope you guys are ready for this one. This is going to be a twofer. A twofer review because we've got two bikes coming, but the first bike is here already. I want to show it to you guys. Velocity and electric, Velotric. I never get tired of these names. They're like really creative and you can understand what they're trying to say. This is going to be the Discover One in yellow. Let's get it out of this box and take a look at what we got. Step one, nice. Material off, as you can see, this is a sharp bike. The yellow really kicks. I like it. We got road style wheels. I'm really into these. These are great, low rolling resistance. Definitely gonna get some miles out of that. Tight fenders, you can see, plastic, but really nice and low profile. And here is our little box of goodies, his toolkit, as it says. Nice, we got our owner's manual right here, right on top. And then right behind it is all the stuff we need to put on it. It's really not too bad. I mean, we're talking about a charger here, kickstand, pedals, reflectors, display, and some hardware. So a little more installation than most of them. Most of them come with all this, well, the display at least, already connected, kickstand already on. But it's a couple extra minutes of work, not a big deal. Let's go ahead and finish the assembly on this thing. One noteworthy assembly tip I want to make sure I'm adamant about is the stem. Guys, when you get the bike, the stem is facing backwards for shipping. You got to flip it around. It's really easy. There's just two stem bolts here, and then the whole stem just twists. And you just want to turn it around so it lines up pretty close to straight. Like so. And then tighten it again. Just remember to do that. Otherwise your handlebar is going to be like 5-6 inches back. It's not going to feel right. You don't want that to happen. Okay? This is the correct mounting. Then you just line up your crosshairs right on the front here. Nicely printed for you so you can get it nice and straight. Then you're ready to mount that wheel. And she is all ready to go. There it is. The Velotric Discover One. Sharp looking bike. I'm excited to go and test it out, see what it does. We'll run it through its paces. I gotta charge it now, but she's assembled and ready to go. So we'll charge her up and we'll get her outside so we can see what this thing's all about. I love the look. I think Carla's gonna love this color too, because she is kind of weak for yellow. Really nice. They call it mango. I want to make sure I say that. So when you select the bike, if you go online on the link below, you can pick one up yourself. Color is mango, not yellow, but it's yellow. You know what I mean. All right, so we got the bike at home, and I told you guys this was a twofer, and I'll tell you why right now, because we got more than one bike. We got two bikes. The smaller bike, I'm gonna call it the smaller bike because it is kind of smaller. The smaller bike is the Velotric Discover One, and this is the Velotric Nomad. So this is basically uprated to a fat tire, big fat tire. That's what BFT stands for. Big fat tire, 26x4 versus these kind of road-oriented tires, which I do prefer for normal riding around. But if you're gonna ride over terrain like this and grass and sand and stuff, which is what Carla does all day long, this is the bike for her. And this is the bike for you too. So we're gonna go pit these two bikes against each other. We're gonna go on a nice little ride now. I'm gonna show you the ins and outs of both of them. They're both really nice bikes. They're high end. I'm really impressed with them. They both have hydraulic disc brakes. This is a little more powerful. This motor has a little more grunt than the Discover. So the Discover is a 500 watt motor. This is a 750 watt motor. This is a geared motor as well. So we've got a little bit of a different situation here. This is a little more torque, a little more power all around. Up here, the hand controls are also a little bit different. You've got your throttle on the left side because you have these trigger gear shifters on the right on this one. But other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same. Same controls, grips are the same, display is the same. Handlebars are swept design, which I prefer, but these are a little more upright. This is more commuter-esque, I guess. This is more like swept. Nice. I like the ergonomics of the swept bars, though, personally. Outside of that, you've got nice suspension in the front, same as, well, this suspension is a little beefier than that suspension, but it's the same general idea. You have your lockout here as well. Really a nice looking bike overall. I love how the battery is streamlined in here. I love this yellow too. It pops. This is going to help with visibility, which is a big deal when you're on a bike and there's people or cars around. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on these bad boys and take them for a spin. We're going to go on a nice little 10-mile ride, and you're going to come along with us. Buckle up. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna go around this whole preserve here. It's like a good 10-mile ride or so, but we can see what these two bikes are made of. This is a dirt trail, so I'm on road tires, so I'm not gonna try and push it too hard, but we'll see how she does. I do want to say we already did ride these for about 10 miles before. I was just working all the bugs out, make sure everything's good, and so the battery is down 1 bar, which is pretty amazing. So let's see what that translates to in range. Carla is on the Nomad. That thing looks nice.
Testing out the terrain on it.
Yeah, she's testing the terrain.
Really happy with it so far.
Yeah, Carla really likes this bike, and you know, one thing that she has mentioned to me many times on other bike rides is that the bikes hurt her arms because of the holding position, and you know, she's got a specific position that she has to be in, and this bike is perfect for her.
Yeah, I haven't had one problem with it.
Not a single problem.
Probably the first one I've been on that I'm like,
and you're what, you're 5'4"?
Yeah, about
5'4", and the bike just fits her just right.
Shorter arms.
Yeah, here, stop for a second so people can see. Look, she can put both feet on the ground, no problem, and she sits upright. It's an upright seating position. The whole thing, the ergonomics are great. For me, this bike's a little bigger, so for a bigger person, you're actually gonna like this bike. I'm reaching. You can see I'm 6 foot and both feet on the ground as well, but still, I do reach for the bars, so a little tiny bit of hunch over. But anyway, let's go ahead and ride. We can see I'm in pedal assist 4, and I am not pedaling because I don't want to pedal. How about that? Pedal if I have to. These bikes they have a real similar look, but the feel is really different between the two of them. The Nomad, like Carla had mentioned, a little more upright, definitely more off-road friendly, beach sand, that type of stuff, while this bike is more road friendly or hard pack like we're on today. But I'm okay with it. This feels nice. So I'm gonna move it up to pedal assist 5 and see what we got for full speed here. This is thumb throttle only, and we are at 20 miles per hour, and it's limited for sure. So this is a limited top speed. I don't know that you can change the limit on this bike. I haven't tried, but either way, 20 miles an hour is about right. This is class 2 speed, the legal limit. We're not going to bother anybody at this speed. We can take all of these trails and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, the only thing I want to be careful that we're watching for horses around these corners.
Okay, Carla.
I see the horse tracks.
Carla mentioned that horses are on this trail, and I do see, like she said,
So
we do see tracks.
Come around a corner, just make sure everything's got-
And it's a little wet too, a little bit of mud. But that's okay, because we got fenders, and that stops the mud. It really didn't get that much mud, really. You can see it kind of flinging. Yeah, I see the tracks. So this is a wetland preserve that we're riding in right now. Hopefully the wind is not too bad. You can hear me, but it's a wetland preserve, so lots of wetlands. But they made all these nice paths to go on these trails, and there's a lot of dirt trails and there's some paved trails as well, which is really nice. And there's this cool lookout tower that's up in the distance here that you're allowed to go up on and just look around. All right, so we're kind of like at almost a halfway point. We're in a nice little spot here. You can see this cool lookout tower, and here's the bikes sitting as they will. Really nice. I'm really impressed with the quality of these bikes overall. They have a nice, genuinely high, like a high quality feel is the best way to put it. They feel high end, and I guess they really are. If you look at the specs, it's a nice bike. The disc brakes are really nice, hydraulic, love them. The seating position on the Discover is a tiny bit taller, I feel, at its lowest setting than, it is taller for sure, than the Nomad. The Nomad has about 2 or 3 inches of lower seat height possibility. So this bike being bigger has a taller clearance. You can see you have more ground clearance here than the Discover, but the seating position here is lower. And this is a step through. I want to mention that as well. Well, that is a high step. So the step through is easier for shorter riders or riders with any kind of disability or mobility limitations. It's easier to get on the bike because you can just step through. Well, with this one you have to actually get over the frame. So either way, we've been both riding them here for a little while, and Carla, what do you think?
I like that one.
Yeah, she likes the
Sorry, I don't remember
the Nomad.
Yeah.
She likes the Nomad.
But
So
that's only because I do a lot of stuff with different terrain, and
this bike is definitely more off-road oriented.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's got a more powerful motor, so it can handle some weight. It can really get around.
That's a big thing for me, like when I'm looking for something.
Yeah, Carla knows when a bike is capable.
But I'm using it for like utility,
right.
purposes.
Yep, and that's the idea.
Not just for like.
She's not going
around
fast.
a road. Yeah, no, I think they're both great bikes. I've ridden this one too, and this one's really good also. But like for just terrain purposes, this is the one that I would.
So there you go. So for all terrain, definitely get the Nomad. And if you're
like
more
this,
of a commuter on the road,
path, this kind of stuff,
yeah.
and just going on. This bike is. I mean, they're great, both of them.
yeah, they are. They're really nice.
Yeah.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
They have the same display, like I said. There's small differences, but overall very similar looking. I love the colors. There's other colors as well, but for the money, I don't think that you're gonna get much more bike than this. This really is a nice bike. And the seat too, I will say, this is one of the most comfortable seats that I've felt coming off of countless bikes now from the factory. I personally like the really big cushy seats, and I'll switch them out for long rides. But even now, 10-mile rides, 15-mile rides, this is actually pretty comfortable. Let me know what do you guys think of this bike, and if you're trying to find one, you can follow the links down in the description. But we're going to continue on our ride now and finish off this review. The nature is calling. Anyway, let's get back going. Having a lot of fun on these. Really don't know where I'm going.
I thought you knew this place.
Tires. Turbo boost.
He's pedaling. He's pedaling.
I'm down to pedal assist 1.
I'm still on 5. What kind of duck is that?
I don't know. There's a sign up there. It probably tells you what kind.
I don't know. We can look later. It's got like a white beak.
Let's see what kind of duck that was.
Oh, it was
American
a
coot. Cool.
All right. Now we know. It's educational. Oh, look, what's that one?
I don't know. It's not an American coot.
No, it's not. Now we gotta go back. Check. These are not American coots.
Let's go this way. You go that way, I go this way.
Okay.
Winner!
Uh-oh. It ends.
Oh, it is. Is loving the Nomad.
Yeah, this is good.
I'm actually loving the Discover. We just did, let's see how many miles we got on here. We've got 21.6 miles total on this bike. So we've done about 20 miles, and the battery, as you can see, is still holding. It's not even halfway. Right? I would call it halfway, honestly. It's probably about a halfway. So you can definitely expect, and this one is at halfway also, you can definitely expect at least a 40-mile range by my calculations here. That's really good. That's a solid number. I usually shoot for 30 miles. That's the industry standard for these. But these, I'm seeing 40.